Hey guys, I finally I got my Zen magnets in the mail. As you know, I use buckyballs all the time, and I finally went out and bought another set of Zen magnets. So right here, it's got the nice Zen magnet logo in the corner. This isn't packed very well. It didn't even come through parcel. It just as if it was an envelope in the mail. I didn't get the gift package, so I didn't get the special box. You had to pay like $30 more or something for shipping when I could have just waited an extra week and got it like this. So I'll go ahead and do it. I'm gonna do a unboxing slash review because people have been saying that buckyballs are way better than, Zen magnets are way better than buckyballs, and I've had these buckyballs for a year and some, and you can see the coating has actually come off of a few, and they're getting pretty beat up. And everybody says that Zen magnets are better, blah blah blah, and I'm here to figure that out for myself, I guess. So I'll go ahead and open this. Probably need a knife or something, but. So this package is layered with bubble wrap. It's not very strong stuff. It's all popped. It's just extra padding, I guess. That's it for that. It comes in something that looks like this. So I'll open this bag up. So it's a nice velvet bag with the Zen magnet logo on the front, stitched in, and on the back it's not stitched, it's a pattern on the actual bag that says Zen magnets. And I'll go ahead and open that. You get a pretty nice thin Zen magnet card to cut the magnets. With a picture of that on the back. I don't know if it's different every card or what that is, but yeah, nice card to help cut. A little thinner than a debit card or something. You get 6 spare, looks like 6, yeah, 6 spare balls, a nice little Zen magnet pouch, and of course the actual magnets itself. Looks like they got a little squished during shipping or something, but that's what it looks like. This one should look like the other ones, but it doesn't. As for strength, so far, they feel just the same, almost even flimsier than the buckyballs. Of course, these are brand new, so they are a nicer shine. So I'll take these. Do seem to grab a lot better. They do seem stronger as weight and all that goes. I'll take Zen magnets and buckyballs here, and I'll do a strength test too. I'll make some sticks and see what the count is when they fall. If you guys seen that other Zen magnet versus buckyballs video, Zen magnets won, but the guy helped manufacture and all that with Zen magnets, so of course he's going to be against buckyballs. So I'm with buckyballs. They do well. That's what I've had my whole making career, I guess. So I haven't had Zen magnets yet. So far, I'm even on both of them. Like I say, the buckyballs. buckyballs I've actually had for over a year. So they are a little wore. Not too much. Like I say, I got the odd one. I'm trying to make it not focus on this other crap. See at the back here. These ones are rather beat up. I was trying to focus on my arm, but that's buckyballs. And here's Zen magnets. These are brand new. As you can tell, they got a nice clean coating. Buckyballs, even after a year, they still have pretty good magnetic strength. I can pull them apart fairly easy. Just playing around with Zen magnets already, they feel smaller. I don't know, the buckyballs feel bulk almost, even though they are the same size. And the Zen magnets feel a lot looser and floppier, like you can see here. These ones seem heavier. The Zen magnets feel lighter, and they a lot looser, but they have better magnetic strength, it feels. I'll take 216 buckyballs, 216 Zen magnets, and I'll put it on the platform, and we'll see the strength that they can hold. As for measuring and all that stuff goes, actually looks like I'm missing a buckyball. Or maybe not. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fold the string in two, or 216. Like that. So 4 and 4. And I'm just gonna do it like that. I'm not gonna do it like the other guy does, where he actually has a specific way to zip it up properly and all that crap. I'm just gonna do the same for both. Like, it's weird how the Zen magnets feel floppy, like really loose, but a very strong magnetic connection it feels. But they're really like light and floppy. That's weird. It definitely feels a lot different texture than the buckyballs, which is rather weird. Everybody always says Zen magnets is better, blah blah blah, but Zen magnets, as I do know, I don't think I might be 100% sure, so don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that Zen magnets doesn't make the colored version of the balls. And also buckyballs has bucky cubes, which are just little cubes that you can play with, which look really cool. I think I might invest in those sometime down the line too. Oh yeah, I don't know if you could hear that, but they sound a lot better. They don't make the same noises, magnetic noises and all that, as the buckyballs do. It's weird, and they try to grab all over everything. They do feel a lot stronger. It's weird to notice. They don't want to grab. They just kind of want to grab anything or anything. There we go. So, Zen magnets feel bendy, but they do seem to have, I don't know, buckyballs just seem stronger because they feel bulkier. Like, these ones feel flimsy, yet they seem to have a better strength. It's weird. I'll go get a book or something that I can push these off with. I couldn't really find anything except this old CD case. Hard to see. I'll just raise this up a bit. Alright. This isn't absolutely flat, which I should almost get something that is, just to make the test a lot more accurate. There we go, this is better. Can't go wrong with good old Toy Story 2 VHS. So, I'll use this for the test. So this is Zen magnets on top. This is buckyballs right here. I'll do buckyballs first, and we'll see when it breaks. Try to go nice and slow. It's starting to bend. Okay, that's not going to work because it touched first, so I'll just go get another one quickly. Two more movies, I guess. We'll try that again here. We'll do buckyballs first again. Right there, it broke off. That's about, let's see, we'll count after, just so I can stop the video. We'll do Zen magnets now. So it actually looked, unlike the other video that was on YouTube, it actually looks like buckyballs had the greater strength, which I was saying when they first came. Because I did say that the Zen magnets felt really flimsy in my hands, and buckyballs felt a lot sturdier. So at the back here, this is what you see. About this much buckyballs were left, and about this much Zen magnets were left. So the Zen magnets did collapse first. I'll get an actual count on the numbers, and I'll post it on the video in an annotation, just so I can speed the process here. And the buckyballs come right back together nicely, and this the Zen magnets look pretty knocked out of shape here. So I'll try to form that back if I can. I don't know if the strength, like I said, the magnetic strength for the Zen magnets felt a lot stronger, and that could be because they're so strong it's just trying to grab onto anything, so that's why it almost makes it weaker, if you know what I mean. We'll look at the buckyballs right now down the line here. Try to get it as straight as possible, and we'll show you again. Put it up against a flat surface. Get her nice and straight. Actually, I'll just use the movie if I can get it straight. Try to be careful with it here. So this is buckyballs. Wiggling it a bit. It is not too flimsy, but I can twist it and all that and it still stays intact. So that's buckyballs. I'll go ahead and do Zen magnets now. And like, they do look a lot better, but then again, they're brand new, just came in the mail today. You watched me unbox it. I'll take the last ball off the end so it's solid. They do make a rather interesting noise. Like if you ever played Call of Duty Zombies, I guess, and you pack-a-punched a gun and it makes that different shooting noise. That's exactly what the balls sound like when you touch them together with Zen magnets. It's weird. It doesn't make that noise for buckyballs. See, I couldn't even pick this up without it breaking through the middle. It's breaking again. So it's going to be hard to keep this straight. Kind of coming apart at the front. They don't seem to be grabbing very well. This is actually quite difficult to pick up. They don't seem to be. There we go. So they do look straighter as the magnetic strength goes, I guess, but they are very flimsy. Like, look, that I just barely touched that and it broke and it won't go back together. And at the ends here, they don't have a very strong bond. Like, I'll just poke it and it'll come undone, and they don't really, there's still a space in between them. They don't really grab nicely. And I can kind of twist it. I mean, it feels like it's gonna break, and like I say, I'm not with buckyballs. I'm actually kind of leaning towards Zen magnets. That's what everybody's been saying, but my experiences, like, when if I'm gonna snap this stick in half, it breaks evenly for buckyballs, or for buckyballs. See, breaks right down the middle. When I do that with Zen magnets, it just bends and comes untacked with everything, and it's not, like, it's really hard to even pick up because they just break on me, which actually is a pretty big disappointment. See, I'll try this again, and it just bends. I'll get even right in here to a 3-ball space, and I can barely bend it. See, bent up. So that'll bend, that breaks. See, it'll break where my fingers are, but like, it's just gonna bend all over the place. Whereas buckyballs, like, I can do it fast and it doesn't even bend. The odd time it will, but for the most part it just breaks evenly. Zen magnets will, like, it bends all over the place and it's not very strong. I guess one other thing I could do is make a shape. I guess I'll make a cube out of both of them, because that seems to be a really structure shape, and we'll see how strong of a bond they hold. So I'll go ahead and make a cube with the buckyballs first. Shouldn't take too long. Like I say, no need to badmouth the video or anything, because this is my first review for anything, but it's quite disappointing. I thought that the Zen magnets would have raped. I mean, everybody even said Zen magnets are better, Zen magnets are better, And I was actually, well, I was excited. I was super pumped to get these in the mail, and they finally came in, and I'm freaking out, being like, yeah, I got my Zen magnets, let's see how they work, and really big disappointment. I know probably what happened is all the people that have been telling me Zen magnets are better, they probably just have Zen magnets and they've never actually used buckyballs. And like I said, my buckyballs are beat to crap. The shells are off them. I'm missing one. But yeah, the shells are off them. And it's just, they still are strong. I'm just going to have a quick look for the one that I can't find here. I don't know where it would have went to, but kind of a piss off when you lose them. Yeah, I don't really know what I could do here. I could sub a... Huh. That's the problem with buckyballs, is you don't get spares. So what I'm going to do is I'll substitute... Actually, what I think happened here is one of my buckyballs went into my Zen magnets, because I actually have one extra on my my Zen magnet strand. I guess we'll never know. So I'll just take a Zen magnet off and just put it on there for now. I will make a cube, and then to be even, when I make my Zen magnet cube, I'll put a buckyball in there, just so it's even. I guess like, this is just ridiculous how weak they are. It's quite surprising. Oh my god. It seems to just flop all over the place and it does exactly what you don't want it to do. Like, I wanted to have it flat like it is, and it just, like, it's just impossible to work with, whereas my buckyballs I can accomplish something. It just grabs onto anything. It's ridiculous. I just can't stand it. Like, they feel really flimsy. Like, they look flimsy even. I'm not saying they're garbage, but they're garbage. Like, they just don't want to do anything that I want them to do. See, like, right here, they won't have a strong bond. I'll push them together, they'll come off. See, there's a gap right here and here. I push them together, they push away. Same with this side. I'll push them together. Oh, see? Exactly what I don't want it to do. See, there's always going to be a gap there, and when I push it together, it just pushes out again. It's really frustrating. See, and now it just wants to do exactly what I don't want it to do. Yeah, so I did get a buckyball mixed up in here somewhere, but we'll find it, because it's probably, the coating's probably worn on it, but we'll find that later. It's flimsy, like it doesn't even want to go together at all when I make this cube. See, it just bends, like it won't hold the strength. Like, it just feels like it's gonna fall apart. But it is ridiculously strong form. Like, I'm actually quite surprised how strong this is. Once I actually make a structure with it, these are the Zen magnets, if my camera will focus here. There we go. These are Zen magnets. Like, I'm actually giving it quite a bit of force. And like, they barely move. And if I give it any more force, they'll break. Like I say, this one, I'll give it just as much force. And like, I can tell in my hand it's a lot. These are the buckyballs, as you can tell from the word coating. But as far as the Zen magnets go, I don't like them for constructing the shape. They do, like you've seen, they didn't pass a strength test. Buckyballs, like I've had these for a year and a few months, and they still outdo the Zen magnets, which is crazy. Like, these are brand new, and like these are a year and a half old, and like sure they look nicer because the coating isn't worn, but I'm sure the coating will start to wear. And once it's in a structure, like this is strong. Like, I can drop this cube and nothing happens to it. Like, there's no dings in the cube at all. If I drop this one from the same height, like, it just squishes. And these are the buckyballs. I'm sure if I drop it on a corner, it might squish. Barely. I can put that right back in form, right? See? It's strong. This one, not so much. I don't really have much else to say about it. Whether I like them or not, which I do like them once they're in form. Like, I'll make some other shapes with them, see how sturdy they are compared to buckyballs. Like, I can't even pull these apart. That's how strong the grab is. Like, see, I was really trying to pull those apart. This one, buckyballs, I can pull apart the cube quite easily. So whether I like them or not, I'm gonna put them together, and I'll be making 432 ball shapes, and I'll start uploading those. I'll get on that right away, actually. And like I say, the downside to buckyballs, they weren't as strong in cube form. I haven't tried any other shapes yet. I will. So they weren't as strong in cube form. They were a lot stronger in single form compared to the buckyballs. The buckyballs feel nicer. Like the Zen magnets do. My buckyballs feel almost, I wouldn't say greasy, but like in my hand, some of the coating wears off on my fingers, and it leaves like a black resin. Whereas these ones feel, the Zen magnets, I feel that they won't do that. Hopefully the coating won't wear either. But I also have had these for a year and a bit. The plus side to the Zen magnets is you do get this card, which really is useless. I mean, it's nice and thin to cut right through them. But you can use any card. I use the buckyball case. I'm probably still going to. And you do get some extra, which you don't with the buckyballs. You also get a nice velvet carry case, which I don't really prefer. I mean, everybody says this as rather the buckyball case is all cheap plastic and whatever, but I always liked it. I mean, it's small, it's carryable. I mean, it's smaller than the bag by quite a bit, and it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be carrying them around anyways, right? I'm going to be using them like this, but I think I'll give the edge to buckyballs. Just for strength in general, and I can actually, the fact that they are maybe a weaker magnet, I can actually form them into the shape I want easily. Like when I'm making the cube and I'm sending the lines, I can make that a lot easier than I can with the Zen magnets. I think that's because the Zen magnets are a stronger magnet, and they are trying to push away and just grab every ball, not just ones close by. So it is kind of a downside. But once you actually get the shape built, it is a lot stronger than the buckyballs. So once they even out, I guess it is kind of a 50-50. But either way, I'm going to be using them both, and I'm going to be making some bigger shapes. So yeah, I'll go have some fun with that, and I'll send some videos up for you guys. Thanks.